You have failed, hag!
Who's he calling a hag?
Timmy doesn't think this is time to split hairs.
Not once, not twice, but repeatedly. Failed, failed, failed!
What are Timmy and Tubby going to do?
There's nothing we can do. We're in a serious pickle here. For the life of me, I can't see a way out. The dark forces warned me that if I let them down again, they'd throw me into the pit of pain and gloom for all eternity.
Is that what Timmy thinks it is?
Oh, as if we haven't got trouble enough. That's the bottle we trapped Hecuba in before we threw her down here to meet her fate.
Something tells Timmy she's still trying to get out.
That's all we need. Between her wanting revenge on us and the wrath of the dark forces, we are toast, Timmy. Burnt toast to that.
Your time has come, Tabitha!
But who is this, and how did you get my private cell phone number?
What's the difference? Do you want to hear about your sister or not?
My sister's dead.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. She's not... What the hell are you doing? I was just about to tell Julian Crane that his sister's alive.
I think you should see this first.
Sheridan Crane put to rest. Body found at sea. Identity confirmed through fingerprints and dental records. Body cremated at family's request. How can this be?
There's only one explanation that I can think of. Doc is wrong. And the woman we have here isn't Sheridan Crane. Sheridan Crane is dead.
Then who's the woman Brian fished out of the sea?
Guess we'll have to wait till she wakes up and she can tell us herself.
Can you hear me, Angel? Who are you? What's your name?
Who was that?
Who knows? Who cares? Probably another press vulture pestering me about Sheridan's death.
You talk about your sister's death as if it were no more important than a drop in the Dow Jones average. You don't care about anybody, do you, Julian? And that is why you are going to pay for what you did to Teresa. It is bad enough that you got her drunk, but then to sleep with her?
We were married, for crying out loud.
As if she wanted to be married to an insufferable pig like you.
God! What is it with you women? First Pilar, and now you again?
I haven't even started with you yet, Julian.
No more! No!
God, you're such a pathetic excuse for a man. Do you know that, Julian? Somewhere deep down inside, you must know that. But don't worry. You'll be put out of your misery soon enough when Ethan and Luis find out what you have done to Teresa.
What is it, Mama? At first you fainted, and now you look like I don't know what. I've never seen you so upset.
You know, Luis, I mean, we're all upset about Sheridan.
Well, that's not it, is it? Something else is going on here. I want to know what it is. Did someone do something to you that I should know about? 'Cause I swear if they did, they're gonna have to answer to me. What is going on?
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet.
God, I wonder where it's gone. Hades, never seen that curtain down here before. Lucifer only knows what that's hiding.
There's no reason to be afraid, Tabby. Tabby, don't worry. Timmy will show you. See, Tabitha? Timmy was right.
Get away, puppet!
Puppet? Yes!
Your day of reckoning has come, Tabitha.
I was afraid of this, Timmy. It appears that it's curtains for us in more ways than one.
The time has come for your report. Defend your incompetence.
My report? I haven't had to make a report since the Black Plague.
Timmy didn't know there was going to be a report.
Actually, it may not be such a bad thing, Timmy. It sounds as if they're going to give me a chance to explain myself before they pronounce the verdict on my fate. The trouble is, I don't have much of a case.
Sure, Tabby does. Just tell them to read the book, Hidden Passions. They can see for themselves all the havoc and mayhem Tabitha's wrought on the town of Harmony and around the world.
I don't think that's going to be enough, Timmy. They're more interested in current events, Charity and Miguel's demise in particular, and because I haven't accomplished that, I'm a big fat zero.
Tell them, Tabby. Tell them what you've done.
Well, that's all I've got. Let's just hope it's enough. I, Tabitha Lennox, your most humble servant of crisis and chaos, am ready to report.
Stop stalling and get on with it.
Well, I could begin by summarizing some of the evil deeds in my best-selling book, Hidden Passions.
I've already read it. Tell me something I don't know.
Oh. All right, then. Well, the main reason that I have not been able to separate Charity and Miguel thus far is because I have been working on certain other projects.
Tell them about Louise and Sheridan.
Yes, exactly. Well, as you know, Sheridan Crane and Luis Lopez Fitzgerald have been a thorn in my side for centuries. Even my little iceberg trick with the Titanic didn't separate them for good. So I've had to come up with something a little bit more creative. And I'm pleased to tell you that my dirty work is finally paying off, both here at home and on a small island off Bermuda.
Is Sheridan dead?
No. But the beauty part of it is, everyone thinks she is. And that's much better. So many innumerable twists and turns to come. Oh, you're going to love all the pain and suffering that lies ahead for each and every one of them.
Looks like you're about to know the name of your sea angel, Brian.
Oh, it's about time. Whoa. Easy now. You're too weak to get out. Nobody here's gonna hurt you. We're not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, honey, you've had a rough time. We're just trying to help you get better. I don't blame you for being a bit disoriented. My old rundown hotel might scare anyone. Oh, Brian here rescued you from the ocean, where, if I might be blunt, you were about to become fish food.
I have no idea how long you were out at sea, but you were about as weak as a kitten when I pulled you up in my fishing net. And I had a devil of a time getting you into shore.
Including a humdinger fight with his captain who didn't want to take you on as a passenger. Least you could do is say thanks.
Take it easy on her, Liz, huh? Don't pay attention to her. She's a pushy old broad.
Anyway, Doc here's been helping to get you better since you got here.
And don't give me the credit for this little lady surviving. Seems to me she's alive through her own willpower and the grace of the good Lord above. Most people would have died out there in that hurricane.
I bet you got folks just going crazy wondering where you are. Why don't you tell us the name of your people, and we'll give them a call.
No, don't rush her, Liz. But why don't you start by telling us who you are?
Now, you see, Ethan and Louise are not going to find out about my marriage to Teresa.
How do you think that you are going to keep something so earth-shattering a secret?
Who's going to blab? Pilar and Teresa certainly wouldn't want them to find out. They're terrified that Louise and Ethan would try to kill me and be sent to prison for murder.
I don't think that Ethan or Louise would find that too high a price to pay to rid the world of you, Julian.
Well, be that as it may, Teresa will not let this happen. She knows that if she did, she'd forfeit any chance she ever had of marrying Ethan. So you see, we're all in this together. We all have a vested interest in keeping this secret, not just for me, but for everyone. N'est-ce pas?
Pilar, talk to us. It's obvious you're upset and you've been crying.
Mama. Hey. What happened to your hands? You've got blood under your fingernails. Teresa? Whitney? If you know something about this, you better tell me.
There's no need to badger your sister, Louise. I'll tell you everything.
Hey, could you open for me?
What is it, Doc? What's wrong with it?
Well, sorry. She must have been hit in the neck by something when she was being tossed around at sea. There's a nice-sized bruise near her larynx. Don't worry. Your vocal cords are a little swollen, but you'll get your voice back. Bowl of warm soup might just do the trick.
Coming right up.
Okay.
You're gonna be just fine. Liz makes a hell of a chowder.
As soon as you get your voice back, you can tell us who you are, so we can get you home.
One of my proudest efforts is the imminent and total destruction of Julian Crane. As I noted before, the seeds for his destruction were sown by yours truly years ago, when he first met and fell in love with the sultry young Eve. That arrogant Julian has no clue that it's all coming back to haunt him in the near future. Of course, Eve will have to pay the price as well. In fact, they are both about to board the train to hell. And they don't even know it.
Well, maybe Teresa and Pilar won't tell Ethan and Louise about the marriage. But there's nothing stopping me, Julian. As a matter of fact, I've got a good mind to announce it on the hospital PA system right now.
What? No, you can't.
You are still the same coward that you always were. I can't believe I was ever attracted to you.
You were in love with me, that's what you said.
I must have been out of my mind. I'm just too young to know any better. I'll never forget the way you turned on me when I got pregnant.
That pregnancy earned you a medical degree.
Oh, yes, that's right. Your father financed my medical school to keep me quiet. 'Cause heaven forbid that the world should know that Julian Crane had an African-American lover.
God, why are you doing this, Eve? This is ancient history. I've told you how sorry I am about the baby.
Sorry? Do you have any idea how it felt for me to hear that my baby was dead? I still don't believe it sometimes. Every once in a while, I have flashes of someone in the hospital stealing my baby.
You don't honestly believe he was kidnapped, do you?
No. No, not really. just hard to accept that he really died.
I was upset too.
Oh, you liar! You didn't even call me to see how I was doing afterwards. You just ran like the sniveling rat that you've always been. As if a medical degree could make up for a lifetime of nightmares. And what's worse than thinking that my baby died is the fear that he might be alive, out there somewhere looking for me, and I would never know it.
Hey, you guys. What's going on?
I'm afraid you're about to find out, Chad.
Let me go, Teresa. Your brother has a right to know.
Where are you going?
I'm trying to calm Mama down. We'll be right back.
You're not going to change my mind.
Mama, please listen to me. If you tell Louise that I married Julian, it will ruin our lives.
I swear to God, if someone so much as touched a hair on my mother's head, I'm gonna kill him.
I know how you feel. If you want to hurt someone in my family, I'd do the same thing.
Whitney, I'd feel a whole lot better if you just filled me in on what's going on before it comes out.
Chad, I already told you. I cannot tell you.
It's that secret of Teresa's that you've been keeping from me since Bermuda. Am I right? And Ethan's about to find out? Is that what's going on?
Look, Pilar knows, and she's about to tell.
Oh, man. Well, if it's as bad as you say, then all hell's about to break loose.
Oh, trust me, Chad, you don't know the half of it. And if Ethan finds out what's going on, I mean, Teresa's dream's gonna be completely shattered. Please. Don't tell Ethan and Louise that I slept with Julian in Bermuda.
The man is a pig, Teresa. He must be punished.
And that's not all, EF. Not by a long shot.
EF as in Hutton?
EF stands for Evil Force. Forgive me. Tim is at that age where he never stops asking questions. As I was saying, I have spent centuries laying the groundwork for the most heinous events yet to come. Take Louise's sister Teresa, for example.
I can see your life, your past, your present, and your future.
I want to believe you so much, but I'm trying to be mature.
Think about it, Teresa. Either I'm very good at making wild guesses or I'm telling you the truth, and you'll live in a mansion as Mrs. Crane. It's your choice, whether you believe it or not.
I believe you. I do. I'm gonna marry Ethan after all.
Who said anything about marrying Ethan? All I told her was she would be Mrs. Crane, which she now is, Mrs. Julian Crane. Oh, I scared the living daylights out of Whitney that day as well.
I'm only telling you what I see. Whitney will cause a murder if she continues to pursue her dream of becoming a champion tennis player.
That's ridiculous. Whitney wouldn't hurt a fly, much less kill somebody.
I didn't say Whitney was gonna commit the murder.
Then who?
Her daddy.
That's my strength, EF. Planting the seeds of tragedy to come. Eve, Julian, Whitney, Teresa, Ethan, and let's not forget young Chad. He thinks his biggest problem is getting Whitney to be his girlfriend. Wait till he finds out who his real parents are. He'll wish he'd never been born.
Is that all?
What do you mean, Is that all? I've just finished telling you what I've done to Louise and Sheridan. Not to mention Ethan and Teresa, who were this close to wedded bliss before she messed it all up by marrying Julian instead. When Ethan finds out about that, he will never forgive her. The bottom line is that I have destroyed more true love in harmony than any other witch I know of. Surely I deserve a reprieve for that.
The only true love that matters is Miguel and Charity's, and they are still together. Unless you can tell me how you intend to come between them, you shall never leave this basement alive.
I just wish there was something we could do to stop this from happening.
Well, maybe it's time Ethan found out what's going on.
You know, you wouldn't be saying that if you knew what was happening. Come on, too many lives could be ruined because of this.
Mama, you're not thinking straight. You know what'll happen if you tell Louise and Ethan that I married Julian and that I spent the night with him. They will kill him, Mama. They will spend the rest of their lives behind bars. Now, you can't tell me that's what you want for your son or for Ethan. But, Julian, I can't get away with this. I cannot allow it.
But our son isn't alive somewhere looking for you, Eve. We know he died.
Rationally, I know that. But in my heart, I wonder. Sometimes I think, what if one of my daughters should meet him one day and not know it, and God forbid they fall in love.
But you're not still worried about Chad Harris, are you? You know better after the DNA test you ran. It proved he wasn't our son.
Yes, you're right. I guess I'm just so upset for Pilar and what you've done to her daughter, I can't think straight.
Well, you know, I don't blame you for being protective of your daughters, because down in Bermuda, I noticed what a knockout Whitney was, just like her mother.
You give me that! Don't you ever look at Whitney ever again!
I
don't want to hear it, Julian. Do you understand me? Louise has every right to know what you did to his sister.
Okay, now you really tell him out of anger at me. Think about all the people you'd hurt just to make yourself feel better. Isn't that what you always accuse me and my family of doing?
Because it's true. You cranes, you just run roughshod over people and their feelings to get what you want. I was young and innocent when we met, Julian, and you thought nothing of ruining my life.
I was young, too.
But what about now? You did the same damn thing to Teresa, a young woman that I have known since she was born. You never learned anything, Julian, nothing. And for that, there has got to be a price. So I don't care what you say. I'm gonna go tell Ethan and Louise right now.
I didn't know what to think when I first pulled you up in my net. I mean, you were so pale and fragile that I was afraid that you were dead, even after I did CPR. I was just doing what anyone else would do. But you were so damn wet and cold from being in the sea, it's lucky we had some clean, dry clothes on that boat. No. It wasn't anything like that. I got you changed under a blanket. I didn't see a thing, I promise you. That's just not my style. I would never do anything like that.
And you can take that to the bank. Brian is no saint, but deep down, he's a real gentleman. I'm not surprised you're hungry. Let's get some of this soup in you, and you can tell us your name, and we can have a real conversation.
No, you can't do it, Edie. You can't tell Louise that I married Teresa. Please, please.
Get out of my way, Julian.
No, please, oh, please. You've got to protect me, please, for old time's sake, if nothing else, please.
Old times are precisely why I don't owe you a thing. I can't believe I ever felt anything for you but loathing. You deserve whatever Louise and Ethan do to you.
They'll go to jail.
Not if the trial's in Harmony. They'll probably both be given medals of honor for getting rid of the second most hated Crane.
You can't tell them. If you do, I'll tell TC about us.
Well, then you'll just have another man online to kill you.
Yes, but what about your precious Whitney and Simona? What will they say when they find out that you had an affair with me and lied about it all these years? I wouldn't be surprised if they felt so betrayed they started acting out. They could turn wild like their mother was at that age. Huh? Oh.
You're dirt, Julian. You and your father, the lowest forms of life on Earth.
Sticks and stones. Only protecting my interests.
You think you've beaten me, Julian? You and I both know that secrets always surface sooner or later. So even if I don't blow the whistle on your marriage to Teresa, it's bound to come out. And when it does, I want to be there. I want to watch when Luis and Ethan get their hands on you.
I just want my marriage to Julian to be annulled so that I can forget that it ever happened.
It's not so easy, Mia. He stole your innocence. There is no worse crime.
No, Mama, no, you don't understand.
No, I understand what every mother needs to know. He ruined you. Just as he has ruined every other woman he has ever been with. And for years, I looked away because I loved Ivy. And because the Cranes were the only source of income I had. But now he has gone too far. Julian Crane is evil.
Julian Crane? What does he have to do with this?
Wait, there's no problem here. I have the perfect solution for dealing with pesky Charity. It involves Kay Bennett. She is the centerpiece of my strategy.
She is a civilian.
Yes, I know that. But rarely have I met a civilian with such an instinctively mean and greedy spirit. As you know, Grace's amnesia has already created havoc in the Bennett household. You must be thrilled to see a rock-solid marriage like Grace and Sam's hitting the skids because of that new fellow in town. David Hastings claims that Grace is his long-lost wife of over 20 years. Well, poor little Gracie doesn't remember a thing.
What has this to do with Charity and Miguel?
I'm getting to that. Grace and Sam's inevitable breakup over David will change Kay forever. True, she's been making a stab at being good at the moment, but once her parents split, she will revert back to being the spiteful little vixen that she's always been at heart. The tree that spoke to Charity told her that she would have to give up something dear. Well, that would be Miguel. He and Charity will be ripped from one another's arms forever.
You still haven't told me how.
That's quite simple, really. Miguel and Kay will make love. And the consequence of that one act will tarnish the purity of Charity and Miguel's love forever. I guarantee it.
You okay?
Yeah, fine.
I know you better than that, Brian. What's bothering you?
You know, I had this crazy notion. From the moment that I plucked her out of the sea, I knew this was too good to be true. I thought she was maybe, I don't know, sent to me for some reason. Like she was the woman that I was supposed to be with.
I've heard crazier notions than that, dude.
Come on, Doc. Anyone can see that even though we haven't heard her voice, and even though she's wearing those old fisherman's clothes, that she's got more class in her little finger than I've got in my whole body or I'll ever have. Guys like me, you don't end up with girls like that.
What are you talking about? You don't even know her. For
There's
all you know,
something about her. I don't know what it is. See, I'm doing it again. Doc, the sooner she gets back to where she belongs, the sooner I can get her off my mind.
I've heard this all before. There aren't enough scales on my tail to count the number of times you have tried to use Kay to come between Miguel and Charity.
But it's different this time, EF.
How? Tell me how.
Well, it just is. It's going to work out this time. I've planned it all out. And look what's happening at the local hospital right now. Louise and Ethan are about to find out about Julian and Teresa. And those two will tear Julian to shreds, limb from limb. What a scandal. The two most ethical, moral men in Harmony going to jail for murder. And when Charity finds out that Miguel has betrayed her with Kay, well, she'll die inside, and she'll never come into her full powers of goodness. I promise.
The last time, we are tired of your promises. My colleagues and I wanted results, and you have failed us.
But...
It's time to visit the pits, Tabitha.
Oh, no, not the pit.
Sorry, you made your bed. It's time to lie in it. Come to the pit of eternal suffering and pain.
Oh, please, EF, give us another chance.
It's too late for you and your little friend. The time has come.
Oh,
I wonder what Louise and Ethan will do to you when they find out that you got Teresa so drunk she married you.
They're not going to find out as long as you don't tell them. There's no reason anyone else should know.
Damn you, Julian. Damn you for ruining so many lives.
Is Julian the one who upset you, Pilar? What did he do to you, Mama?
Oh, no. No, you misunderstood. Tell him, Mama, Julian, he didn't do anything to you.
Wait a minute. Did Julian do something to you, Teresa? So help me God if he did.
Teresa, tell us the truth.
There he is.
Please.
Look, his face is scratched.
You did that to him, didn't you, Mama? What have you done, Julian?
Tell us right now.
There's only one thing left to do. Beg, plead, and grovel.
3 things, Tabitha.
Stop counting and start groveling. Please, EF, for old time's sake, give a girl a break.
Tabitha didn't mean to mess things up with Charity and Miguel. She's very sorry.
More than you know, EF. Just give me one more chance. Just one. I know I can deliver what you want. Just think of all the other evil things I've accomplished. All the lives on the verge of destruction thanks to me. I just need a bit more time, and I know I can bring Charity and Miguel's relationship to its knees. What do you say, EF? I don't know. Just keep groveling.
If you let Timmy and Tabitha go, Timmy will come and bring you more Timmy every day.
Never touch the stuff.
This isn't fair. I'm a worthwhile witch. Look at the damage I've done to all the .coms in the last year. That must make you happy. Please say you'll spare me and my Timmy.
That wasn't so bad, was it? I've gotten more enthusiastic reviews, but that'll do.
I think your soup's doing the trick already. We got a smile out of her. How's your throat? Does it feel any better? Good. Then I guess this is the moment we've all been waiting for. We get to hear your voice and find out who you are. What's your name, pretty lady?
What'd you do, Julian? What did you do to my sister?
Mom, come on, we have to do something, okay? Ethan and Louise are about to find out what happened in Bermuda. They're gonna kill Julian. Come on, let them. He deserves whatever he gets.
No, Louise, you've got it all wrong. You don't know what's going on, okay, Louise?
Well, then why don't you fill us in? How about you, Mama? You were about to tell us what Julian did? That must have been something pretty lousy for you to scratch up his face like that.
Damn you, Julian Crane! You ruined her!
All right, that's it. I've heard enough.
You are dead, Julian.